Something bothering you, Eve? I'll try to figure out what's wrong. Are you feeling anxious? Directive. Oh, Eve, are you having trouble relaxing? Is that it? Directive. You were looking out for dangers for so long that now you don't know how to stop. I know how it is. But hey, you're not alone here anymore. You got me. Oh. Why don't I use my own scanner, my camera, to make sure there are no dangers so you don't have to worry? Huh? I'll take pictures of any possible dangers around the docks to show you that they're not a threat. I'll start with that giant tree with the hanging lanterns near the well. And how about the boat I used to get to Terry Isles, making you a little nervous too, huh? I'll scan that to make sure it's safe. Those giant statues poking out everywhere around the ancient landing seems a little scary. I'll start by taking a picture of the one in the tunnel between the docks and the courtyard. Oh, is that the strange doorway between the two waterfalls making you a bit nervous too? Don't worry, I'll scan that too. See, Eve? Check out all the pictures I took. Nothing to worry about. Oh, phew. Looks like this quadrant is safe, but don't worry, I won't stop there. There are some other things around the island you might find a little scary. I'll keep scanning those until we're sure there are no dangers left. Directive? Reporting in with some more scans. Eve, there's nothing to fear on Eternity Isle. That misplaced boat in the Wild Tangle is completely secure. No danger of falling. And the snakes in the glittering dunes, they're actually kinda cuddly. As far as the fellow with the thick neck, he's mostly harmless. Oh, phew. You don't have to worry about dangers anymore. This is your home. You're safe here. Promise. Home? Pink, how marvelous to see you again. Likewise. Your arrival is quite fortunate. I have something I'd love to discuss with you. What can I do for you, Jack? First, I must say that the house you set up for me is absolutely splendid. But I recently went out to stretch my bones, see some of the villagers, and investigate the valley. Sure, makes sense. Now remember, I have a scientific mind, and I become quite intrigued when I make discoveries. I've come to realize that it's been some time since I was last here, and I fear I may have made a few mistakes. Oh no, what did you do? It seems perhaps my curiosity got the better of me, but I'm certain if you can introduce me around, all will be well. Sure, let's go see Olaf. He's a great villager to meet first. Olaf, I'd like to introduce you to someone. Have you met Jaska? We've met. That's great. I have a trivia fact about the word great, but never mind. You don't want to share a fun fact? Olaf, what's wrong? It was earlier today. Remy brought me some incredible chocolate ice cream that I wanted to give Anna as a surprise for Best Friends Forever Day, which I invented this morning. And then, something disturbing happened. I may not be mature yet, but I think even someone mature would have been disturbed. Mr. Skellington kept saying, "What's this?" and poking the ice cream with his bony fingers. I think he was just curious about it. Oh, but Pink, I'm curious about lots of things too. And I try not to let my curiosity ruin other people's first Best Friends Forever Day ice cream surprise. Don't worry, Olaf, I'll make you a fresh batch of chocolate ice cream. And I'll have a word with Jack Skellington about barging into people's houses like that. Thank you. Oh, here, have the recipe. And, Pink. Yes, Olaf? I could never keep a fun piece of trivia from you. Did you know that before it was a synonym for excellent, great, first meant large? Thank you, I appreciate that, Olaf. I'll get right on making some chocolate ice cream so you have a best friends forever day surprise for Anna. Olaf, I'm back. Here's some new chocolate ice cream made with love just for you. For Anna. Oh, thank you, Pink. Anna's going to love it. Now that's the Olaf I know. I'm confused. Is there another Olaf? Does he like warm hugs too? No, you are the only Olaf. I'm just glad you're not upset anymore. Me too. Being upset isn't fun. I was trying to tell myself that I was happy. But frustration is such a pointy emotion, like icicles. I couldn't ignore it. Well, I'm happy that you don't need to repress any negative emotions anymore. Thank you for saving best friends forever day, Pink. You're welcome. And don't worry, I'll talk to Jack Skellington about touching people's food without permission. Probably wise. Bye, Olaf. Okay, Jack, we need to talk. Olaf was really upset after what you did to his ice cream. Ice cream? Oh, is that what it's called? Yeah, it's not cool to mess with. I wondered, is it related to all that snow that I found in Christmas Town? Such a fascinating mix of chocolate and winter magic. As adorable as I find your fascination, you need to ask people before doing something like that. Olaf is such a sweetie. He totally would have given you a taste if you just asked nicely. You say he's sweet, and he's also made of snow. Let me stop you right there. Tampering with food, any food, is pretty rude, and putting your fingers in it is just unsanitary. I see. I understand. My apologies, Pink. It was just so fascinating. I couldn't help myself. It's okay. I know you don't mean any harm. Who would you like to meet next?
Yeah.
Maybe someone with whom I see more eye to eye? Someone who appreciates the power of fright. Someone who finds joy in shadows. Oh, I know just who to see. I'll introduce you to Ursula. I thought Scar was gonna be it, but okay.
Hello, dear.
No, not him again. This is Jack Skellington. I guess you two have already met? Unfortunately. And how did that go? Well, he barged into my home earlier today. At first I thought he was looking to make a deal. But he went straight to my potions, grabbed several, and started mixing them together. But you worked so hard on your collection. Precisely. At least someone recognizes all my hard work. That menace kept asking where I kept my frog's breath. Then he mixed Kraken's ink with steam vent salt. Yes. I'm just glad I had some essence of moonlit kept handy to stop my whole house from going up in smoke. Oh no. Oh yes. I want to make this right. What potions did he ruin? Pink, angelfish, though you do have your strengths with dreamlight magic, the kind of potions I make are far beyond you. Still, you can fetch me some ingredients, and as long as that nuisance is properly reprimanded, I suppose we can put this behind us. Oh, trust me, I'll talk to him about it. What do you need? Bring me gooseberry, red nasturtium flowers, white passion lilies, and amethyst.
Well. Oh, it's
I'm back
you.
with your potion
Fabulous.
Ingredients. Well, I think you angelfish. I hope you'll be a good influence on that Jack Skellington in the future. Speaking of Jack, where did he run off to? Well, we were just discussing royalty and that good-for-nothing Triton, and he mentioned that he was also royalty, the king of pumpkins or some such nonsense. I said something about that goody two-shoes fairy godmother in her pumpkin house, and he seemed quite interested. Uh-oh, that can't be good. I must admit, I'm rather curious. Be a dear and let me know if he gets turned into a mouse. Yeah, I gotta run. That's right. Check on Jack before he associates another calamity.
It's time for
Jack,
craft,
I
cunning,
placed the
and
ingredients for the
mischief.
potions you messed up in Ursula's house. Thank you, Pink. I didn't mean to make a mess, but those potions were just so unique. I couldn't resist experimenting. Well, I guess we should count ourselves lucky that nothing went catastrophically wrong. But Ursula can have a bit of a mean streak sometimes. I'd be careful around her. Thank you for the warning. I'll keep that in mind.
Well,
She did mention that someone here has a house made from a pumpkin. How fascinating. Yep, that's the fairy godmother. I can take you for a little visit. Just be on your best behavior, okay? You have my word. I just love batwing pumpkins. What a wonderful name. Oh, but nothing more is charming than a classic autumn gold pumpkin for enchantments. Too true. I've used those in my parades quite often. Do you have a favorite type of pumpkin, dear? Well, I once created my own. It has scales and a dozen legs. It was positively frightful. Did you have a nice chat with the fairy godmother? Yes. In fact, I think she might be my favorite person in the village. Look at her magnificent house. I was a little worried you messed with her. I would never try to frighten someone who adores pumpkins as I do. True, I would have guessed you two would get along. Now then, there is something with which I could use your particular help. Sure, what's up? I worry that the villagers aren't aware of my roles as Pumpkin King. They don't know they can come to me for their every frightening need. I see the issue. We do have a good amount of royalty here already.
well,
Exactly. What do you suggest? Well, the fairy godmother's just shared with me this lovely design for a Pumpkin King throne.
Yeah.
Do you think you could help me build it? Sure. You'll naturally need a great deal of pumpkins, 31 of them to be exact, as well as some dark wood. 10 pieces should do it. Those numbers will be perfect for a Halloween-inspired throne, don't you think? I wouldn't expect anything else when making something for you. One throne coming up. Thank you, Pink. Oh, and place it anywhere in the village. I want everyone to feel free to sit on it. But you're not responsible for any fright that may ensure. Actually, I would claim full responsibility for that. Alright, but we're taking a picture together after to commemorate you being here in the valley. I would be honored. We'll put it right here. Pete, this looks splendid. Really? You like it? More than a dozen bats in a belfry? Oh, I'm glad. Just promise me one thing, Jack. Of course. As long as it doesn't involve insects and burlap sacks. No, just ask people's permission before you touch their stuff, okay? Even if it does seem new and fascinating. But I'm so curious. However, I promise I'll respect others' possessions in the future. That's all I ask. Now it must be off.
Yes.
There are still so many places here to explore.